guard the month of Abib, and perform the Pesach of Yahweh your Elohim. For in the month of Abib, Yahweh your Elohim brought you out of Mitzrayim by night. And you shall slaughter the Pesach to Yahweh your Elohim, from the flock and from the herd, in the place where Yahweh chooses to put his name. Eat no leavened bread with it. For 7 days you eat unleavened bread with it, bread of affliction, because you came out of the land of Mitzrayim in haste, so that you remember the day in which you came out of the land of Mitzrayim all the days of your life. And no leaven shall be seen with you in all your borders for 7 days. Neither should the meat which you slaughter in the evening on the first day stay all night until morning. You are not allowed to slaughter the Pesach within any of your gates which Yahweh your Elohim gives you. But at the place where Yahweh your Elohim chooses to make his name dwell, there you slaughter the Pesach in the evening at the going down of the sun, at the appointed time you came out of Mitzrayim. And you shall roast and eat it in the place which Yahweh your Elohim chooses. And in the morning you shall turn and go to your tent. 6 days you eat unleavened bread. And on the 7th day there is a closing festival to Yahweh your Elohim. You do no work. Count 7 weeks for yourself. Begin to count 7 weeks from the time you put the sickle to the grain. And you shall perform the festival of Shabbat to Yahweh your Elohim, according to the voluntary offering from your hand, which you give as Yahweh your Elohim barak you. And you shall rejoice before Yahweh your Elohim, you and your son and your daughter, and your male servant and your female servant, and the Levite who is within your gate, and the stranger and the fatherless, and the widow who is in your midst, at the place where Yahweh your Elohim chooses to make his name dwell. And you shall remember that you were a slave in Mitzrayim, and you shall guard and do these laws. Perform the festival of Sukkot for 7 days, after the ingathering from your threshing floor, and from your winepress. And you shall rejoice in your festival, you and your son and your daughter, and your male servant and your female servant, and the Levites, and the stranger, and the fatherless, and the widow, who are within your gates. For 7 days you shall celebrate the festival to Yahweh your Elohim, in the place which Yahweh chooses, because Yahweh your Elohim barak you in all your increase, and in all the work of your hands, and you shall be only rejoicing. 3 times a year all your males appear before Yahweh your Elohim in the place which he chooses, at the festival of Matzuth, and at the festival of Shabbat, and at the festival of Sukkot. And none shall appear before Yahweh empty-handed, each one with the gift of his hand, according to the barakah of Yahweh your Elohim which he has given you. Appoint judges and officers within all your gates, which Yahweh your Elohim is giving you, according to your tribes, and they shall judge the people with righteous right ruling. Do not distort right ruling. Do not show partiality. Do not take a bribe, for a bribe blinds the eyes of the wise and twists the words of the righteous. Follow righteousness so that you live and inherit the land which Yahweh your Elohim is giving you. Do not plant for yourself any tree as an Asherah near the altar of Yahweh your Elohim that you make for yourself. And do not put up a pillar which Yahweh your Elohim hates,